Hi, everyone. It's Tracy Malone from narcissistabusesupport.com. Today, I want to talk to the audience that is estranged from their adult children due to a narcissistic daughter, son-in-law, could be boyfriend, girlfriend, but someone who has influenced your child to separate from you, separate from your family, their siblings, their grandparents, and worst of all, for you to be separated from your grandchildren. This is not what we planned. This is not how it was supposed to go. But this is your child under the influence of a narcissist. I've made many videos to try to support this segment of my clientele. And estrangement is so painful. There's no question about it. It rips out your heart, and this sea of emotions comes where you are wavering between anger and sadness and rumination, and you can't really just live. You can't sleep. There's so many different variances that could happen in here, and everyone will be in different places. But it's important to know that A, you are not alone. This is an epidemic. I recently was shown an article in Psychology Today, and then there's another one in, the Wall Street Journal. They're coming out to talk about this epidemic of children deciding to walk away from their parents. And while there is an epidemic of that, the epidemic of the isolation that a narcissistic in-law needs to have in order to control your children. Imagine your child coming to you and go, "Hey, mom, is this weird? Hey, dad, I don't remember you and mom doing that. Like, what do we do here?" And you giving them your advice, your feedback, and your input. A narcissist can't have that. They cannot have a sound mind to give them advice because the advice would be against them. The things they're doing are not right. And you would be that voice to go, "Yeah, honey, that's not the normal way a marriage should work, or this is not how whatever the situation should work." And that's how they gain control of your child. Um, what I want to talk about today is just really some of the resources that I have for you parents, because I do have my website, narcissistabusesupport.com. And if you go to the tab that has the blog on it, I think it's Get More Help or something like that, and then click on the blog, clicking into that will give you all of these articles that I've written. So don't hesitate. I have articles on just the conflict between the family and siblings being left out or having to choose between the estranged parent or their brother or sister, because there's a loyalty thing involved in that. And if your child is the second child is loyal to you, the one with the narcissist is probably going to cut them off as well. This whole thing affects everyone in the family. And so the other things that I have coming up, and today is January 6th. And I've got some things in January. This is 2025. This video is going to be out there a while. I've got some things coming up on the 15th of January. I've got what I'm calling an office hours. Ask me anything. It's really affordable. It's 2 hours for $69. I think it's $69, might be more. But it's very, very cheap for 2 hours of my time. And in a small group of other parents, you are going to find out you're not alone. And you're going to ask me questions. What do I do? This is what they're saying I did, and I didn't do it. And how do I handle this? And I've already apologized 80 times. And, how do I balance the emotional triggers? To me, that's the magic sauce. We can talk about what they do and how to respond to all of the things that they're doing, but I also want to guide you that you don't need to be staying up all night long and not sleeping and not eating. It will be something to hopefully grab a hold of for you to know that this isn't you, right? What happens with an estranged parent is they truly believe the lies and they question, was I a bad parent? Did I do that? I'm so confused. I don't understand, because all the things that they're accusing you of are always false. But you always hold on to this. What if I did hurt my child? Did I do something? Why can't they talk to me? We always could talk if something was wrong. you're talking about a third party here, and that third party does not want them to reconcile with you because together you're stronger. If they can isolate your child from you, their support system, their siblings, their grandmother, then they have the control. So if you have questions and how do I do this and what do I do with that and why my child and how could they? They're so smart. How could they get stuck into this? I don't know. I'll tell you all of that when you join my office hours on the 15th. So again, if you go to my website, narcissistabusesupport.com, you will find it on the front page and you will find it in the menu to go to the estranged parenting office hours. That's on the 15th. Now, starting on, better check it, the 31st, Friday mornings, I am going to start a small group with parents of estranged children, and this will run 6 weeks, 2 hours a week, and you will be in touch with other parents, but it's not a bitching group. I don't like those. I ran those for many, many years and nobody really heals from it. Sure, you get validated, someone else is in pain. I don't want to hear anyone else's pain, is really what you're probably thinking. That's why it's about concrete lessons on this is what we're talking about. What happened in this situation? Oh, we could do it this way. That was better. Or you share what you've made as a mistake, and someone else goes, oh, I was just about to try that. And so you learn from each other and you learn through my coaching. And that is a huge, wonderful resource for parents. And both parents can show up in the same little Zoom window. And it really will help you. If you are struggling, this is not something you have to do alone. It, I personally went to therapy, and most therapists do not understand estrangement. They don't understand narcissism in the first place, most of them, right? How are they going to know the difference of narcissism and estrangement? They don't understand the nuances. They don't understand how to not make more mistakes. They're going to comfort you in what happened that week, but they're not going to be able to sit there and guide you to not make any further mistakes and increase your silent sentence. So if you are interested in either one of those things I've got coming up, or just simply looking at my blogs, go to my website, look up daughter and son-in-laws of narcissists, and you will find a lot of resources built into that section that hopefully will give you some of the answers and lead you to some of this support. You do not have to do this alone, I promise you. And I know it might be weird to be talking about this. There's a lot of shame involved, but everyone in this group is going to be in the same boat you are. So this is Tracy Malone. It wasn't a whole lot of information, but I want you guys to know that all of these resources are out there and maybe get you on some of these lists. So go to my website, narcissistabusesupport.com. Thank you so much for listening, visiting, and watching me on YouTube or on the podcast. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope that you can join one of my groups or at least get on my mailing list and find out when all these fun, exciting blogs and everything comes out so that you can learn more. Thank you.